afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir. You are audible.
Audible, sir, audible.
Okay, Smita ma'am, have you joined? Smita ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, good afternoon to all the research scholars today present here. We have Dr. Smita amongst us, and she is presently working as an assistant professor in School of Management, Doon University. Besides it, she is also an examination coordinator, hostel warden, and associate NCC officer of the university. She is involved in teaching and research since last 14 years, and her basic areas of teaching and research interest include venture capital financing, infrastructure financing, risk management, derivatives, behavioral finance. Ma'am has also published a number of papers in Scopus and ABTC listed journals. She is also a reviewer to many internationally renowned journals, and she is an expert resource person of financial literacy, mutual fund, and data analysis using MS Excel and SPSS. So the list of
Sir, your voice is not coming.
So we have Dr. Smita ma'am. So without wasting any more seconds, let us begin. Ma'am, you can take over the session right now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Mohit. And thank you to the panel for inviting. Let's start the session.
Yes, ma'am. You can begin the session. I think there is some issue with the audio video thing. What we can ask is we can ask all the viewers to switch off the video so that the internet access can get streamlined a bit.
Thank you. Thank you. I just request everyone.
मैम आप भी आप कर लो मेरे ख्याल से कुछ इंटरनेट का इशू
Am I audible to you?
Okay.
Somebody let me know. Am I audible?
Yes, your voice is not clear. Voice, sir, our voice is not clear.
It's okay now. Let me change my problem. उत्तराखंड
जो वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रही तो उसको डेस्क क्या करें आ जाने नहीं डाल के इसकी
I guess we should wait for another 2-3 minutes. Let ma'am get her internet connection working.
बस हम निकल जाएंगे आप जो निकल बस यही होगी आप सीधे निकल
हम तो स्टेशन पर पहुंच जाना
अच्छा
तो लौटा ना सीधा
यही सवाल है
Romi sir, mute yourself. सुना सकती दिखाई दे आवाज आ रही
नहीं is it tough? Is it better now?
मैम आप वीडियो अपना बंद कर दीजिए मेरे ख्याल से वीडियो बंद करने पे शायद स्ट्रीमलाइन हो जाएगा
Okay, see, I'm logged in with other device also. You just to work better.
सर एयरपोर्ट सीट है क्या कोई
Okay, am I audible to you?
Yes ma'am, audible है आप
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you. Just Okay, thank you. So I guess now we can start with the session.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Okay, so for the audience, okay, so as Dr. Mohit told me that you are all well conversed with basics of research, right? Because your syllabus have been finished. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So before starting my lecture, I just wanted to see how much conversed with you are with the research, and then accordingly I can devise my lecture because though I have the PPT, but I just wanted to see how much you are with this particular thing. I guess everybody have logged in with laptops. Yes.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Most of all, we log in with our mobile.
Okay, fine. Actually, I brought something for you.
Ma'am, that wouldn't be an issue. You can share your screen.
Right, right. No. That's
Yes, ma'am. You can share PPT.
right. Fine. Thank you. No. Actually, I planned something else for you, keeping into mind that you have logged in with your, with your devices. Okay, whether this PPT is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am. Properly visual.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So this is as the topic of the day is basic research methods. Fine. But as I told you, but before starting this thing, research method and what should I cover, I must know my audience, how much you are all well conversed with this research. Fine. So here is it a login. If you can see, this is Padlet login. Fine. So you can if you can logged in with the cell phone, then we can go with this Padlet logged in and you can write your answer here. But now, of course, okay, if you are not logged in with your laptop, no problem. The question here is, I've just asked one simple question: what do you mean by research? So, just 3 or 4 of you can give the answer. Yeah. What do you mean by research?
Good
Anyone?
afternoon.
Yeah.
I think research is relooking into existing knowledge and identifying the gap, and that gap should be useful for the industry or for academician. And the answer to that question will bring further clarity in the branch and as a society as well. So research is looking into the gap and filling those gaps.
Okay. Can I get few more answers? Somebody else, please.
Ma'am, search again and again for new insights.
Okay.
Ma'am, it's a systematic investigation into a subject of matter.
Okay. Right. And
Research is an innovative plan which solve any problem. So
okay.
I want to say research any find out new thing which is not exist till now. It's a mean of research.
So can you as see everybody is talking about a different perspective of research. Somebody is talking about it is a systematic process, somebody is talking about it is an investigation. Fine. Okay. Okay, can you see this? So before, okay. Now I wanted to tell you what is this research. As per my level of understanding, the research is what? One, if you say systematic investigation, then the question must be answered what we should investigate. Right. So it contains fundamental concepts like meaning of research first, What are the characteristics of the research? Especially when you are talking about research methodology, we should have understanding of what do you mean by research, the basic definition, as I said. What are the major characteristics of the research? What are the different types of research? And what is the difference between methods and methodology? Process of research and sampling methods. If we covered all these things, then we say this, we have covered the basic research methodology for you, or this is the whole syllabus of your research methodology. Research is a very important concept, or very one, we said one particular topic of on this research methodology, because this is the whole process, starting from when you think of that you will do PhD, or you wanted to identify something. So start from there. It end up with when you finished with your writing. So that's why basic research methodology, it covers each and everything. So if I said your whole syllabus have been finished, so I think you must be well conversed with what is research, what are the characteristics of research, what are the types of research, difference between methods and methodology, process and sampling method. Fine. So I hope this you understood all that things. Yeah. Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So that we
Yes,
can move
ma'am.
ahead. Okay, fine. So here it is next. So what is my, as I said, what is my level of understanding about this research? Yes. Research is a systematic, controlled, empirical investigation of propositions about the presumed relationship about various phenomena. So what? One, it is systematic investigation, not haphazard, as somebody said. Next, it should be a controlled empirical investigation. If we are talking about research, there should be some facts, some figures. We are either testing the hypothesis. That means there must be some pre-assumed relationship, or on the basis of empirical investigation, we are developing some prepositions. About what? About various phenomena. That is called research, as per my level of understanding. Is that clear? Now, because
Yes,
this is not working because, say, my network, that's why I have to log in with my cell phone. I don't think so we will be able to open this quiz. But anyhow, I am opening this quiz for my laptop. I'm only, throwing the question. You need to give me the answers, fine? So that you, then only, as I said, now I must know my audience, how much you know about the research. And so if I open this quiz and I wanted to see what questions, will we be able to answer this question or not? Fine. So the first question of this particular quiz is, because as I said, everybody have not logged in with a laptop, and moreover, I can also cannot share it with you like this. So this is how many types of researchers are there? Is it exploratory? Is it quantitative? Is it descriptive? Is it inductive? Or is it deductive? Or all the kind?
all kind.
All the kind.
Every.
Yes?
All.
All of them, ma'am.
Okay, fine. One more question, because it not that contain much question, but it just contain 5 questions only. Fine, just 5 questions on this in this particular quiz is there. That if there is one person who has done some kind of research about a particular phenomena in US, and now what he wanted to somebody else wanted to replicate that phenomena in India. What kind of research that will be? Is it inductive or deductive? Okay, will you all?
Inductive, ma'am.
I guess everybody is comfortable with the language. I am comfortable with both English, Hindi, and mixed. What kind of language do you want it to be for this?
Ma'am, inductive method.
Somebody else?
मैम डिडक्टिव
डिडक्टिव मेथड, क्योंकि वहां पर वो रिसर्च ऑलरेडी हो चुकी है, तो फिर से यहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे.
So
Inductive method.
Okay, so fine. So as they were said, deductive. How come? Okay. Next, mine, of course, because we are coming here. So I'm next. My next question is again, what is the difference between your inductive and deductive researches?
मैम inductive
General to particular and particular to general. First one is deductive and second one is inductive.
So inductive is what?
Inductive is when we start from particular to general, that is called inductive. Just opposite is deductive.
Okay, so as of course definition is said, true. But again, the answer of the question is deductive. How come? Because somebody else have done it within the US. Fine. So for the population it is there. Now you wanted to deduce it. If something is already done for the generalization and you wanted to test it for a very specific population, like now you wanted to do it for India. Right. So that's why it is deductive. Clear? Why it is deductive? Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. So next is in here. Okay. Only one more question is there. Do not much worry about the question. This one does not carry much question. I just wanted to see कि मुझे क्या cover करना है इस class में. That's it. Okay. There is one person, and he is not sure about the type of research. He has a topic in his mind, but is not sure about what kind of the research will it be. Will it be a inductive research, as you said, or will it be a deductive, exploratory? So what things that person should keep in mind while deciding what kind of the research is it? How will you decide that whether your research is inductive or deductive, or whether your research is exploratory, we can say, or descriptive? So can you help that particular person?
Ma'am, by the help of review of literature.
Okay. And somebody else?
Tell him to read the C.R. Kothari book. Everything is given over there.
Oh. And no, if it is for you, you have, I guess, since you said that everything is given in the course C.R. Kothari, so I think you must read that book. So can you suggest to him what one should keep in mind when somebody knows what kind of the research is it?
Problem and the objectives that is related to the research.
I hope the question, there is a confusion for you that you won't be able to identify the question. Again, I'm repeating my question. एक person है, उसको topic पता है क्या है उसका, ठीक है? But okay, topic is one thing. First you decide your topic, fine. But then you have to see, you have to devise methods. आप research methods पढ़ेंगे ना? Then you have to divide the research methods. मुझे कौन सा research method use करना है for, fine. And for identification of that research method, he or she must know what kind of the research is it. I hope you know there were different types of research methods are there. Yeah. Descriptive, there are different methods for descriptive research, different methods for exploratory research. So what should he do? Because he has to identify which method he has to go for. I will definitely, my leading question will be from the same side. कि कौन से method है जो differentiate करते हैं? So how will you help him? Please help.
First of all, ma'am, I'm not getting what are you trying to say.
Okay, I'm repeating my question again. There is one person, let's say here, can I know your name?
Ma'am, by
Actual gap पर.
validating, ma'am, by testing the validity and reliability of the
I
method.
guess Neha is speaking. Yes, Neha.
Ma'am, maybe by testing the reliability and validity of the method we are adopting.
Okay. Now I'm telling that Neha, you are all PhD scholars, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Neha. Neha, have you decided your topic yet?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Okay. So let's say you have decided one topic, right? Any kind of. We'll see. We'll come कि कैसे topic decide करेंगे. Because now I'm more interested कि you should know how to go with the topic because you are already done with the research methodology course. So you know already that this will be my topic. Maybe you yourself decide, or your supervisor told you, or not, from review of literature, as somebody said, that you came to know this will be my topic of my research. But merely deciding the topic won't work for you. You have to finish your thesis. You have to write the thing. You have to collect the data. You need to analyze the data. But if then you also know, since you have covered, you are the student of PhD. So during your PhD, you know that there were two types of research. Though there are three types of research, but causal research generally we don't do in social sciences. So we do two types of research: exploratory research and descriptive research. That you know. Now, you wanted to see that what is my research? Is it descriptive research or is it an exploratory research? On what parameters should I decide? So that's my question. You just help Neha. If Neha don't know, कैसे decide करोगे कि मेरी जो research है वो exploratory होगी या मेरी research descriptive होगी?
मैम जो डाटा कलेक्शन करेंगे शायद वो हमारा रिसोर्स क्या होगा, प्राइमरी रिसोर्स होगा या सेकेंडरी?
मैम लिटरेचर रिव्यू.
लिटरेचर रिव्यू में क्या लिखा है?
हमारा जो प्रॉब्लम है उसको
Is it written कि नेहा का जो टॉपिक है वो एक्सप्लोरेटरी है लिटरेचर रिव्यू में कहीं? You understand?
No, ma'am.
मैंने क्या बोला? You have to help. Let's say नेहा is my student. मुझे नेहा is asking to me कि ये मेरी कौन सी रिसर्च होगी? She should know ना. Okay. Before going, I guess let me throw a leading question only. You know there were two types of research. Everybody knows.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Exploratory and descriptive. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what methods you use in exploratory research for data collection? Because for everything you see ना definition जो हमने पढ़ी research की, this is empirical investigation. That means you need some kind of data. So you need to collect the data. What method will you use for exploratory research?
मैम ऑब्जर्वेशन, क्वेश्चनर
सकते हैं और इंटरव्यू ले सकते हैं.
ऑब्जर्वेशन कर सकते हैं, इंटरव्यू ले सकते हैं एंड ठीक है इंटरव्यू ले सकते हैं, शेड्यूलिंग कर सकते हैं, फोकस ग्रुप है ना, फोकस ग्रुप, राइट? दीज आर ऑल ओके. एंड व्हाट आर द मेथड्स फॉर डिस्क्रिप्टिव?
मैम जर्नल थ्रू जर्नल बुक, सेकेंडरी रिसोर्सेज मेनली.
नहीं, डिस्क्रिप्टिव रिसर्च सिर्फ सेकेंडरी रिसोर्सेज से होगी.
नो मैम, प्राइमरी मेथड्स भी यूज
प्राइमरी मेथड.
ओके, व्हाट प्राइमरी मेथड विल यू यूज?
Combination of both.
Observation,
questionnaire, observation, interview, any kind
questionnaire, ma'am.
Observation you said it is exploratory, then it cannot be descriptive. दोनों में नहीं हो सकता ना. Questionnaire is okay.
Open-ended questionnaire, ma'am.
हाँ, questionnaire में see open-ended is nothing like open-ended questionnaire. Open-ended questions are there. You will use questionnaire, that is called survey instrument, right? And in survey instrument, is it visible to you still?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So what in the survey instrument, you will use questions. The questions may be open-ended question, maybe closed-ended question. Yes, this is one method of descriptive research. Agreed?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody is with me? Fine. So as now, Neha has to choose. Should she go for interview? Should she go for observation? Should she go for expert discussion? Should she go for questionnaire? So this method she needs to decide now. But this method, decision of this method will depend upon type of research. Research onion होता है ना? All the just up, and once you peel off the onion, then layers and layers will come out. So once you open your research, so research covering a T, then you come to know, oh, there were two types of research, exploratory and descriptive. Okay, ये cover हटा, exploratory research की methods आ गए. Now you know, you wanted to see कि मुझे method क्या use करना है. You wanted to go for data collection, but data collection के लिए पता तो होना चाहिए कि कौन सा research method use करना है, expert discussion करना है, focus group discussion करना है, or should I go for data collection through the questionnaire? So for that you must know what kind of research is it. So my question is, how will you decide? You will write now. Once you will write your paper or you will write your thesis, you should know you have to write your research methodology chapter. And the first thing in your research methodology chapter that you need to write, that is types of research design and what particular research design you have used and why. PhD is all about justification of research. आपको justify करना पड़ेगा ना. Tell. Now you understood my question.
Yes, ma'am.
Now please tell if you understood. If no, then I can tell. Or if you have any idea, you can tell. Like I know because you know exploratory and descriptive क्या होता है, then and methods क्या होते हैं. So I hope you have idea.
Quantitative or qualitative or combination of both.
Okay. That is types of research. Again, my question is same. That's our method. Okay. Again, my question is same. How will you decide? See, quantitative is called descriptive. Qualitative is called exploratory. Mix means both. Again, my question is same. Again, I'm putting what, as I am a scholar is again I am here. मेरा question तो अभी भी यही है कि मेरी research क्या होगी? मुझे तो data collection करना है. Data collection तभी हो सकता है क्योंकि आपको justify करना पड़ेगा. If I said I have collected data through the schedule, I have conducted an interview, then you have to write in your chapter.
दोनों mixed methods use कर सकते हैं मैडम.
दोनों भी कर सकते हैं, but then also you have to give justification कि दोनों क्यों use किए. क्या आपकी दोनों तरह की research है?
We should take we explored some new ideas from exploratory research and with the help of descriptive research उस idea को हम flourish कर सकते हैं with the help of data collection and other instruments.
Okay. Before giving the answer, let me go ahead with one slide and then I will tell you the answer of this question. Okay. I guess the next, I should not go for rest of the questions because these are little more, difficult. Though I will throw in between. मैं बीच में questions पूछती रहूंगी because I guess let me clear it first. Okay. I'm skipping this slide now. I will tell you later because I wanted to start from this, but I guess इसको पहले करने से before starting this, I should tell something else to you. Okay. Let's say topic. I said, we have to decide a topic. Let's say I have decided my topic. And my topic is to identify the impact of impact of television advertising on shopping behavior of youth. Clear? If my topic of my research is, let's say, see, can you see this topic here? Is it visible to you?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's say ये मेरी research है. I will tell you कि ये topic कैसे आया या कैसे आएगा. That will come later because I thought I should clear your basics first. So if it is my topic, what effect does television have on the shopping habits of consumer? I wanted to do research on this. Now tell me what kind of the research is it?
Correlational.
नहीं, correlational तो कोई type ही नहीं, वो तो method हो गया. There you said only two type of research design.
Descriptive. No. Exploratory.
Exploratory.
Okay. There were 54 students. That's why I said अगर आपने उस पे login किया, I can throw the poll question and then you have to give the answer. Okay. I want some more explanation.
Descriptive होना चाहिए.
Descriptive.
हाँ, क्योंकि ये फैक्ट पे बेस्ड है, उसको हमें एनालाइज ही तो करना है केवल, अब कोई नया एक्सप्लोर थोड़ी नहीं करना है.
Ma'am, descriptive research होगी because we just want to know what is the reason behind this particular impact of these variables on purchase intention or shopping behavior of the consumer. So descriptive may we just want to know why this thing is happening, what are the reasons or what are the variables which just try to affect the shopping behavior or shopping habits of the consumer. So the research type may be descriptive.
Fine. Okay. Can somebody else tell why? Still, I'm not satisfied with the okay. Agreed. This is a descriptive research, but why not exploratory? Can it not be exploratory research?
Yes, ma'am, it can be.
How? How can it be exploratory research? Because that's how said ना मुझे तो data collection करना है, but I'm not. I don't know my research design is it. Once I know my research design. कि ये exploratory है, descriptive है, then only I will. If it is descriptive, I will prepare a questionnaire. If it is exploratory, I will observe or I will do some interview. आप अपने उसके बाद तो आप डेटा कलेक्शन के लिए जाओगे ना. Everybody is so much concerned about the data collection, but data collection तो method से होगा. So why not it is exploratory? Why descriptive? Can't it be exploratory?
Ma'am, it can be exploratory because it's present scenario or criteria that I can.
Okay, fine. So let me tell you the difference. Fine. If exploratory means exploring entirely new things, that means there is no literature available at all. अगर ये इसको ऐसे कर देते हैं, what effect does television have on the shopping habits of consumer during COVID-19? COVID-19 कब आया? 20 में?
हाँ जी.
Yes. तो उसके पहले कोई रिसर्च ऐसी हुई थी इस पे? नहीं.
No.
So if I add that word, so वो क्या हो जाएगा? Exploratory. अब कोई hypothesis नहीं होगी. There is no presumption. We are just simply exploring कि लोग क्या खरीद रहे हैं. We will. That's why I said now observation method क्या है? There will be no questionnaire. Questionnaire तो तब होगा when you know the people will buy this. But if we don't know how people will behave, so what? We will sit. We will, standing in front of the mall and observe the behavior of the consumer, what they are buying. First, whether they are buying the necessary item or are they buying the luxury item, then on what things they are focusing. Are they looking after the prices also every time? Might be you are expecting कि earlier that consumers were not looking that much price. Now since they are coming तो वो हर बार price देख रहे हैं. Okay, and then who is looking for price? Earlier we know only older age people looks price. अभी क्या हो रहा है? Okay, even the younger people they are coming, they are more focusing. वो सिर्फ जरूरी सामान ले रहे हैं. And then every time they are looking for the price. Older people are more concerned about the price. You may see this. You may observe, right? So what? Then you say, okay, my type of research is exploratory. Since my type of research is exploratory, and your target population is consumer. So इतने बड़े consumer की you cannot take the interview of all the consumer, and you wanted to get the information about their shopping habits. So if you will ask, they may not give you the right answer also. आप उनसे पूछो, if you say, okay, when you purchase the your t-shirt, and what will you see? Then they will say, no, brand. Price तो मैं देखता ही नहीं. Nobody will tell the correct answer to you, because everybody wanted to show off. Sometimes they wanted to behave, okay, पास वाले ने क्या answer दिया है, let me repeat the same answer. If you ask the question, but if you observe the behavior, you can correctly observe. So likewise, so you observe the behavior. So that's why you written, since okay, my type of research design is exploratory. And then my method, why? Because before that there is nothing like COVID-19, so there's no literature available. It is entirely a new research. That's why this is a exploratory research. Justification. Next, methods. Now there were different methods of exploratory research, as you all told. interview, focus group, expert discussion and observation. अब आपने 4-5 एक्सपर्ट से पूछा जी लोग क्या खरीदते हैं, so will you be able to get the correct रिजल्ट कि पूरे इंडिया में इतने सारे लोग कैसे शॉपिंग कर रहे हैं उन 4-5 लोगों के बेसिस पे? नो. So what you do? So you have just given, okay, these many methods are there, but all that methods are not suitable for my research. Why? Because my target population is so much big. And that's why I am going for observation. Clear?
Yes,
How
ma'am.
does Neha will identify मेरी research क्या होगी? Understood? Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Agreed? ये है नहीं है? So I hope now you will not be confused about कि type of research design कैसे दिखते हैं. There is nothing is written in the CR Kothari. Nothing is written in the review of literature. What will be your research design? In CR Kothari, in all the research books, they are written that what kinds of researches are. That's literature review में what is the type of research design of Dr. Smita Tripathi in her paper. Literature review does not tell you what will be your research design. That you have to see on the basis of analysis, and then you have to tell कि क्या है मेरी research design on the basis of the characteristics of the research. Clear?
No,
Yes or
ma'am.
no?
नो मैम, एक्चुअली जो हम टॉपिक सेलेक्ट करते हैं वो हमारा टॉपिक पर ही डिपेंड करता है कि कैसा होगा हमारा रिसर्च डिजाइन.
So that's how I said. पहले टॉपिक तो पहले ही आ गया, टॉपिक तो हो ही था, टॉपिक तो नया को ऐसे ही सेड ना, नया नोज द टॉपिक. टॉपिक को आपने पहले डिसाइड कर लिया. Research to type of research to of course after the topic you will decide. That's why I said literature review will give you the gap for the topic. But then what will be your research design that you have to decide.
Ma'am, depends upon the main title of our
Main
research.
topic. Yes, your topic, as I said now, this will give you what effect does television have on the shopping habits of the consumer. You will search on the Google, see is there any available literature. If the literature is available, that means researchers has already been done. पहले लोगों ने बहुत सारा काम कर रखा है. So what will be my research? My type of research is descriptive research. Fine. If since I have added COVID-19 and मैंने initial stage में किया, there was nothing, no researches. So what I do? That will be exploratory. क्यों? क्योंकि कोई literature review में ऐसा नहीं मिला. There is no literature which is there is no paper which is exclusively measuring this topic in the event of COVID-19 क्योंकि COVID-19 आया अभी है. So that's how it is exploratory. Understood? Your topic will decide, of course. Okay, I'll give you a one more simple example of descriptive. I know descriptive means wherever the literature is available. जहाँ पे भी literature है, that is your descriptive research. If there is no literature, then it is exploratory research. Again, I'm giving a very simple example. Okay, let's see. I am going to a jungle, right? Tiger reserve, maybe any kind of jungle. And before going jungle, I talked to so many people. And I asked about what can I see in this jungle? And then all the people told me, okay, you can see elephant and you can see tiger. So that means वो मेरा क्या था? Review of literature. मैंने लोगों से पूछा, that means उनकी researchers consult थी. इस जंगल में क्या मिलेगा? They told me you can see elephant, you can see tiger. So on the basis of, I assume, I frame my hypothesis that I can see, elephant in this particular jungle, or I can see tiger in this jungle. Tigers are found in this jungle. This is my hypothesis. Or tiger are found in this, elephant are found in this jungle. Now hypothesis आपने बना ली. These are presumption. Hypothesis was, these are presumptions which needs to be tested statistically. You have presumed based on the available literature. Now I am going to the jungle and record. Okay, अभी ये जंगल में मिला. I found whether I have seen the elephant. Okay, 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant. मैंने देखा कि मुझे elephant मिला या नहीं मिला. whether I have seen the tiger or not seen the tiger. So if I have seen the tiger, I will confirm that hypothesis. Yes, in this jungle, this hypothesis is confirmed that elephants are found in this jungle or tigers are found in this jungle. If I do not encounter with unluckily, जब मैं गई तो मुझे कोई elephant नहीं दिखा, then what will I say? My fact will say there is no elephant in this jungle. Maybe I have to add something during daytime. क्यों? क्योंकि आप जब गए वो दिन था और सब इधर उधर थे. और I have not visited whole jungle. इस पूरा population नहीं कर सकते ना. You are always choosing a sample. तो उस पूरे जंगल का जितने पार्ट भी आपने विजिट किया, you have not seen any tiger. That is called descriptive research. Clear? You have to review the literature. Based on review of literature, develop your hypothesis, and then based on review of literature, with the help of hypothesis, find out the variable. Based on variable, prepare your questionnaire. Questions may be open-ended, closed-ended, your choice, what kind of the response you need. And then you go for data collection, analyze. Your hypothesis testing will give you either accept hypothesis or reject hypothesis. And then you have given your conclusion. This is your whole thesis. Yes? ऐसे होती ना? All the research papers you must have seen like this only?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Now we'll talk about exploratory research. Let's say I wanted to go to Africa, and somewhere there is very dense jungle. And nobody have ever visited to that particular jungle. So if no one have visited to that jungle, I don't know what can I see in that jungle. So what will I see? I will go straightforward. And then I saw, oh, elephant is there. Then assume, I will write, there may be elephants in the jungle. Then I saw snake. There may be snakes in the jungle. So I have written, okay. So there is no questionnaire now. क्योंकि questionnaire तो तब बनाएंगे ना जब I know elephant और tiger होंगे. And if I said, okay, elephant मिले, if I prepare the questionnaire for this exploratory research, okay, have you seen elephant? Have you seen tiger? Have you seen a snake? अच्छा उस जंगल में elephant, tiger और snake मिलते ही नहीं थे. तो जिसने आपने questionnaire बनाया, वो कोई तो टिक करेगा ही, or he may tick nothing. So your result will not concrete. But then I have to observe. This is entirely new. Where there is, you are exploring something new. New means no one have done any kind of work so far on that particular topic. That is called exploratory research. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody? I hope now you will be able to. Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, please ask. Yeah, please ask the question.
मैम क्या हाइपोथेसिस प्रूफ होना कंपलसरी है या फिर आपकी हाइपोथेसिस अगर प्रूफ हो? हेलो?
Not necessary. If it is, see, that is the problem of India. Everybody wanted to, confirm the hypothesis. So if you wanted to confirm the hypothesis, that means your result will be wrong only.
Yes.
And
ma'am, that will go in ma'am, that will considered in a negative way if our hypothesis is not proved.
No, of course not. Your data set. That's why I said, when I say I did not find any jungle, I did not find any elephant. लोगों ने बोला कि elephant मिलेगा, but मैंने elephant नहीं देखा. So what my hypothesis will be rejected, na? But then I have to give answer. In this particular population, maybe the population that you have considered, in that particular population, the earlier result will not be confirmed. And that is your contribution to the review of it. That is your contribution to the research. Somewhere you have to write down your novelty of the research. What is new? If you have confirmed whatever have been done so far, and everything you are confirming. So what is new? As I said, girls are doing shopping like this, males are doing shopping like this. So everybody is telling the same. So what is new? ये तो सबको पता है ना? Hypothesis is what? Hypothesis is called universal phenomena that needs to be falsified. वो बनी होती है falsify करने के लिए. आप उसको falsify करो. And just give the your explanation. What are the reason behind? Reason may be many more. Maybe the population set, जो data set आपने लिया है, fine. There may be some other reasons that are already written in review of literature. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Sample size maybe.
Sample size maybe, वो sample size अलग हो. Fine. Let's say, okay, can you say shopping habits of US is same like India?
No.
No. But earlier researches were done only in US. सबसे पहले तो research US में हुई ना, इंडिया में तो बाद में हुई. तो we have seen what you do. You just download the paper. कहाँ से करेंगे? International journal से. Okay. आपने you have downloaded one paper of consumer behavior. That paper you have framed your hypothesis. And you want कि वो confirm हो जाए. अब आपका if it is not confirmed, now you are worried about, अरे मेरी तो hypothesis confirm ही नहीं हो रही है, अब मैं क्या करूं? What will you do? Now you will play with data. Alteration करते हैं ना? Everybody की नहीं, मुझे anyhow मुझे ये hypothesis prove करानी है. How will it prove? That hypothesis, that shopping behavior is of US. And that is, you will write that this hypothesis is being rejected because the Indian consumer behave entirely in a different manner from the US. If it is confirmed, तो कुछ भी नया नहीं था आपके रिसर्च में. क्यों? फिर तो जैसा US का वैसा इंडिया का ही है, खत्म.
मैम क्या आउटकम के अकॉर्डिंग हाइपोथेसिस को चेंज किया जा सकता है?
किसके अकॉर्डिंग? सॉरी
मैम, जो आउटकम आएगा हमारा, क्या हम उस अकॉर्डिंग हाइपोथेसिस को बाद में मैनिपुलेट कर सकते हैं?
No one can change the hypothesis later.
Okay.
Your hypothesis, see, your questionnaire will be based on your hypothesis only. Can you change your questionnaire?
No.
No. You do need to do the review of literature. Then you have to, on the basis of the review of literature, you have to do the hypothesis construction. Based on the hypothesis, you have to frame your questionnaire. Like, okay, the same thing. What effect does television have on the shopping habits of consumer? Fine. Just frame one hypothesis. Everybody, all the 54. I cannot see it is ठीक है. तो आप लोग एक लाइन के hypothesis लिखो for this particular topic.
मैम हमें कह रहे थे, हेलो.
Yes, please.
मैम कह रहे थे कि जैसे कि किसी इंडियन बैंक की परफॉर्मेंस से हम तो उस पर रिसर्च करना चाहते हैं, ठीक है?
ठीक है.
तो इसमें हाइपोथेसिस कौन कौन सी बन सकती है मैम?
That is again based on review of literature. आप इंडियन बैंक में रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर आपने कितने पेपर कंसल्ट किए? फाइन. इट इज क्या इस पे पहले कोई रिसर्च हो चुकी है? इफ द रिसर्चेस आर देयर, तो उनके फाइंडिंग्स के बेसिस पे हाइपोथेसिस फ्रेम होगी. In case कोई research नहीं हुई है, then there will be no hypothesis because that will be an exploratory research. Otherwise, let's say there is because I am also a finance student है ना. Let's say मैंने एक research करी. इस पे करें again. Can you please repeat your topic? Performance पे, right?
मैम हमारा जो टॉपिक है, जिसे टॉपिक मैंने बैंकिंग क्षेत्र में चुना है कि इंडियन बैंक में जो उनका जो है वित्तीय क्या कहते हैं पिछले वर्षों में जो उनकी वित्तीय कार्यप्रणाली है उसके परफॉर्मेंस पर एक निचोड़ देना चाहते हैं सर. एनालिटिकल
मतलब उनकी परफॉर्मेंस कैसी रही इंडियन बैंक की, यही ना?
जी जी जी
ठीक. लेट्स से आपने मेरा पेपर कंसल्ट किया, ठीक है? आई हैव रिटन वन पेपर
जी,
एंड मेरा पेपर किस पे था? प्राइवेट बैंक पे.
जी,
ठीक है. एंड व्हेन यू आर रिव्यू, जब आपने वो उस पे लिटरेचर रिव्यू कर रहे थे ना, देन यू गॉट माय पेपर एंड यू हैव सीन ओके डॉक्टर स्मिता हैज, यू नो, आप लिटरेचर रिव्यू को लिखोगे ना, हैव एनालाइज द परफॉर्मेंस मेजरमेंट ऑफ, आई गेस आपको समझ आ रहा है कि मैं हिंदी में बोलूं?
हाँ जी जी चलेगा.
अच्छा ठीक है. उन्होंने परफॉर्मेंस एनालाइज करी प्राइवेट बैंक्स की, एंड शी केम टू नो कि प्राइवेट बैंक्स की इंडिया में कैसी परफॉर्मेंस है, खराब है, अच्छी है, ऐसा कुछ आपने पाया. ठीक है. दिस वाज यू फाउंड इन माय रिसर्च. नाउ हाउ विल यू फ्रेम योर हाइपोथेसिस? अच्छा ये सिर्फ प्राइवेट बैंक की मिली, गवर्नमेंट बैंक्स में लेट्स से कोई ऐसी रिसर्च नहीं मिली इन केस. सो व्हाट यू कैन फ्रेम द हाइपोथेसिस ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस. You wanted to see there is no difference in the performance of government and in the performance practices or maybe जो भी आपका objective हो of government and private bank.
जी जी जी
तो hypothesis अपने आप नहीं बनती हैं. Hypothesis is always based on your review of literature. Is based on your objective.
हम बैंकिंग मर्जर को इसमें इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि ऑन द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ पब्लिक
It
सेक्टर
depends on कि आपके objective क्या है. First you have to
एनपीए भी कर सकते हैं, एनपीए पर
अपने आप नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं. What are your objective? क्या objective है? That only. What is your objective of research? Review of literature से topic मिला, and then you have framed 3 or 4 objective. अब if you wanted, if your objective is to find out or to analyze the impact, analyze the NPA of banks, then ये hypothesis बनेगी. But अगर ये objective NPA का नहीं है, तो hypothesis में ऐसा कुछ नहीं आएगा. Clear? या तो किसी और ने करा है, then you can give. So objectives, hypotheses are based on your objective. कहीं अलग से नहीं आए हैं. There is always a relationship. Like in this case, as I said, now what effect does television have on the shopping habits of consumer? Hypothesis लिखो सब लोग पहले. एक hypothesis. Just write one. Because this slide, see, I've just included 5 slides. I wanted to give more discussion. जैसे कि आपने कितना कर रखा है. एक line सबने लिख ली hypothesis?
No, ma'am, just thinking. No, ma'am.
Yes, Pratap has raised his hand.
जी मैंने जो हाइपोथेसिस बनाई थी मैम,
ठीक है. हाँ,
मैंने ये बनाया था कि बैंक खातों के प्रकार और वो जो क्या कहते हैं कि जो बैंक खातों के प्रकार एवं व्यक्तियों की आय में कोई संबंध नहीं है. मतलब जो उनकी आय और उनके जो रिलेशन में कोई भी जो है संबंध नहीं है. H0 है हमारा.
ठीक है, हो सकती है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. ऐसा लिटरेचर मिला है आपको?
जी, लिटरेचर रिव्यू में मैंने देखा था कि उन्होंने कहा था कि जो बैंक खातों के प्रकार हैं,
क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव है ऐसा कुछ एनालाइज करना? मतलब इंडिविजुअल को क्यों एनालाइज कर असेस कर रहे हो?
एक्चुअली मैम
ऑब्जेक्टिव भी होना चाहिए ना.
जी नहीं, हमने पिछले कुछ सेशन में इस क्षेत्र में जाकर के देखा कि लोगों ने अकाउंट तो खुलवा लिए, लेकिन वहां तक वो पहुंच नहीं पा रहे हैं. वहां मतलब
क्योंकि वो पैसा डिपॉजिट नहीं कर रहे हैं, इसलिए बैंक की परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी नहीं है.
इसलिए मैंने सोचा था कि पिछले 2 सालों का मैंने एनालिसिस डेटा उठा के देखा, रूरल एरिया एंड अर्बन एरियाज, तो उसमें देखा कि लोगों ने खाते तो खुलवा लिए.
ओके, लाइक यू सेड, सी तुमने खुद ही आंसर दे दिया. दूसरी हाइपोथेसिस क्या हो सकती है?
उसमें
देयर इज नो सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस बिटवीन द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ अर्बन सेक्टर बैंक ब्रांचेस एंड द रूरल सेक्टर बैंक ब्रांचेस.
जी जी जी
हो गया है ना. तो वो अब सब कुछ आपके टॉपिक और ऑब्जेक्टिव से रिलेटेड है. ऑल द हाइपोथेसिस आर बेस्ड ऑन दिस ओनली. अंडरस्टूड? ठीक है. ओके फाइन. इस टॉपिक पे किसी ने बनाई हाइपोथेसिस? नेहा, आचल? There are 59. I need more. Can somebody tell? कोई हाइपोथेसिस? आप लोगों ने तो हाइपोथेसिस पढ़ रखा है ना?
Yes, ma'am. There is one. मैम एडवर्टीजमेंट, लाइक किसी प्रोडक्ट का एडवर्टीजमेंट ऑफ नेस्कैफे हैज अ सिग्निफिकेंट इम्पैक्ट ऑन सेल ऑफ नेस्कैफे प्रोडक्ट्स.
ओके, लाइक एज शी सेड ना, एडवर्टीजमेंट अब ये कैसी है? नल है या और इज इट अल्टरनेटिव?
मैम दिस इज अल्टरनेटिव बिकॉज़
ओके, सो शी सेड ना, उन्होंने अल्टरनेटिव ना, एडवर्टीजमेंट have of a product have an impact on shopping habits of the consumer, है ना? Yes, fine. So now this is your hypothesis. So what kind of the question you will ask now? A questionnaire में, because you keep आपने hypothesis बनाई objective है ना, that you wanted to see the impact of. Now अब ये objective क्यों, ये ऐसा hypothesis क्यों आया? There must be a objective in your research. Impact of advertising on consumer habits. टेलीविजन है तो टेलीविजन पे एडवर्टाइजिंग आती है, सो दैट्स हाउ ये ऑब्जेक्टिव हो जाएगा आपका, है ना. एंड वहां से हाइपोथेसिस बना लिए एडवर्टाइजमेंट का इम्पैक्ट है या नहीं है शॉपिंग हैबिट्स पे. नाउ यू विल आस्क द क्वेश्चन, सेम क्वेश्चंस एडवर्टाइजमेंट से रिलेटेड. नाउ व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आई कैन आस्क? हैव यू सीन एडवर्टाइजमेंट ऑफ टेलीविजन? हाउ फ्रीक्वेंटली डिड यू सी? Are you, do you change the channel when advertisement appears? Fine. How, what kind of the advertisement will provoke you towards the sale? What kind of the advertisement would you like? Do you prefer brand? ऐसे करके कुछ questions. तो वो question कैसे बने? On the basis of your hypothesis. Clear? So hypothesis. Okay. पहले type of research design, then your method, and then your data collection. Data collection में what kind of the question will you ask? That will depend upon the variable. That means that will depend upon the hypothesis. And hypothesis कैसे measurement होगी? Variable से. अब ये सब कुछ अपने आप नहीं आएगा. Everything is already there in your literature. अपने आप nothing. How the people have measured. And likewise, you have to devise your instruments. Understood?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes,
One more.
ma'am.
Okay. Is it the only hypothesis, or so we can make something else also? कोई और hypothesis किसी और ने नहीं बनाई? Just give me one more hypothesis.
May I, ma'am?
Yes, please. It's related to this topic only. जो मैंने बोला.
मैंने
टेलीविजन का शॉपिंग हैबिट्स पे क्या फर्क है कंज्यूमर की? इस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड hypothesis बता नहीं.
नहीं, इस टॉपिक से तो नहीं मैम, मैं अपने टॉपिक से रिलेटेड hypothesis थी मेरी.
वो तो ठीक है. अभी आई सी यू वुड नो कि कैसे बनना है. अगर ये टॉपिक है तो हाइपोथेसिस कैसे बनेगी? बना नहीं सकते. ओके, नेक्स्ट मैं बोलती हूँ. कंज्यूमर कितने होते हैं? हाउ व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंज्यूमर यू आर? आप रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर में यू विल राइट ना. कंज्यूमर कैसे करते हैं? रिव्यू ऑफ फर्स्ट शॉपिंग हैबिट्स, देन व्हाट इज कंज्यूमर, देन टाइप्स ऑफ कंज्यूमर.
मैम
होंगे ना.
the types of consumer two मैम होते हैं. एक्चुअली जो कंज्यूमर होते हैं कि औद्योगिक वाले होते हैं, जो इंडस्ट्रियल से रिलेटेड होते हैं, तो नॉन
रिटेल है और होलसेल है ना.
ओके.
जैसे आपने हिंदी में बताया वही रिटेल और होलसेल है. और ये भी मेल कंज्यूमर हो सकते हैं, फीमेल कंज्यूमर भी हो सकते हैं. यस
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल.
एंड चिल्ड्रन आर देयर. सो नाउ वी कैन अज्यूम
मैम मेल, फीमेल एंड ट्रांसजेंडर.
Transgender भी हो सकते हैं. तो now we can devise one can't we devise one hypothesis? There is no significant difference in the shopping habits of male, or there is no impact of television advertising on shopping habits of male and female consumer, or male and female consumer do not differ in terms of their shopping habits. That can be another one. बन सकती है. Understood everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So the first objective that I wanted to complete today, I just wanted to tell you what are the basics of research. That means what are the different types of research. How will you decide your research design? How will you decide your research method? And how will you devise your hypothesis? Any questions as of now? किसी को कोई question अब तक पूछना है? Because we have just 30 minutes more. Then I have to cover these 5 synopses, this PPT also. कल मैंने बड़ी मेहनत से बनाई है, तो इसको भी देखना जरूरी है.
Ma'am, you can continue, I think.
Okay. Everybody is well conversed with?
Yes, ma'am.
सबको किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं? This is so good.
No, ma'am.
All 59, I guess, कितने लोगों ने ज्वाइन करा? 59 students, and there is no doubt. So that is, इधर आप लोगों को समझ नहीं आ रहा मैं क्या पढ़ा रही हूँ. Is it so?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, it's not like that.
Okay, then fine. Thank you. Now, what I wanted to cover it today, remaining, see, after that method, once you decide, next is sampling. So sampling we will cover tomorrow, because at least we need 1.5 lecture for sampling. All the scholars are very much confused about their sampling method. So that we will cover tomorrow. Before that, what very important for you now? Now you are going to finish your research, your PhD coursework, and you have to decide your topic. Yes? Everybody have decided your topic?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Not. So okay, good. So how to decide your topic? That is very, very important. What information thing you should need when you are going for a topic? जब topic decide करना है आपको, तो कैसे चले? कोई भी topic पे किसी ने बोला है करने, or should we develop our own interest? So what first you have to brainstorm. First you have to broaden your idea. Like somebody said, like I guess I forgot the name. किसी ने बोला ना उन्हें बैंकिंग में करना है. Somebody said, okay, I have to do in marketing. Somebody said, I have to do in operations. Someone has to do in HR. So you have decided your broad area. मुझे HR में करना, finance में करना, marketing में करना. The second, okay, now finance is such a big area, or marketing is such a big area. अब उसमें मेरा interest क्या है? Let's say my interest is in branding, or in finance. My interest ऐसे ना is in doing performance analysis of the bank, or I wanted to do in financial inclusion, or I wanted to in working capital management practices. बहुत सारे areas हैं finance के. Actually, I'm the expert of finance, तो ज़्यादा examples हो सकते हैं. और HR में तो किसी का interest recruitment में रहा. Now broad, okay, now broader decide हो गया. So this is my interest subject is HR में आ गया recruitment पे, finance में let's say investment management practices, marketing में
क्लास भी चल रहा है.
behavior. Yes, तो ये 3 identify कर लिए, 3 अलग-अलग लोगों ने. I guess there were few people who wanted to pursue in marketing, few in HR and few in finance. तीनों के लिए एक broader हो गया. Now what to do? Now I have to brainstorm. पहले तो हमने brainstorm किया several interesting subjects. मुझे HR में करना, finance में करना है. Okay, उस subject से क्या refine किया? 1. Okay, I have to go for finance. मुझे finance में करना है. Finance में अब क्या करना है? Now I want to do in investment banking. ये decide हो गया. I have somebody. I just request you to please mute yourself. Dhruv, thank you. Dhruv, please mute yourself. Okay. So my broader is decided. Now how to come with this topic? ये जो topic दिख रहा है ना, ये कैसे आएगा? How to come with this topic? Now we have to search the review of literature, as every said, na? And we have to review the literature. How to review the literature? अब कैसे करें? ये topic तो पता नहीं है. I only know कि मुझे investment practices पे कुछ करना है. Investment practices पे क्या करना है? I must know my literature. So I have to search the research papers. How to search your research paper? Type it on Google. कैसे? First keywords or similar phrases, maybe broader keywords and then narrower. Broader means पहले investment management practices. Like here, television है. So television broad. पहले first television. So television से related lot many things will come to you. Broader हो गया. Second, shopping habits. So shopping habits and then television हो गया. Next word हो गया television and shopping habits. Is there any literature which is available on television and shopping habits? अब मुझे investment practices किसकी देखनी? Finance में if I say individual की. So first investment practices, then individual practices. No, I request please mute yourself. And here shopping habits किसकी यहाँ पे देखिए उन्होंने? Consumer की. So the third related television, eating habits, consumer. Fine. In HR, in finance case, investment strategies of whom? Individual investor. Okay. अब कहाँ के? All over the world or India. So first these two topic related literature search कर लिया. Then investment management practices of then individual investor and then India. ऐसे paper search कर लिए. Now you will have all the related literature. Fine. Eric, this is one thesaurus. Eric. From here you will get all the kind of information, all the kind of keywords. कि मुझे किसी चीज को identify करना है, so what keywords should I use? This is one database. Is it clear how to do the review of literature effectively? Or how will you refine your topic? Yes? Shall we move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So ये television कहाँ से आया? ये मेरे mind में ऐसे नहीं आया. This topic, no. I have seen मुझे marketing में करना है. Okay, marketing में. क्या करना है, शॉपिंग हैबिट्स. ओके, आई जस्ट फॉरगॉट टू मेंशन एचआर को किस में करना था, रिक्रूटमेंट में. सो व्हाट इज न्यू, रिक्रूटमेंट में तो बहुत सारा काम हो गया. सो व्हाट आई कैन सी, ओके, I wanted to see, is there any recruitment practices have changed during COVID-19? So what, अब कैसे इसको सर्च करें? First, HR management. You must have a basic knowledge of HR management. Then HR and recruitment. Then recruitment and COVID-19. So now you will get all the papers. And now you review your literature and come to your topic. That my objective is to see the impact of COVID-19 on recruitment practices. और machine learning आ गई है, you know, okay, COVID-19 में no one can, क्यों करना है, relevance देना पड़ेगा, because no face-to-face interview can be conducted. जो general practice थी, अब कैसे करेंगे? So you wanted to see what are the new recruitment practices of recruitment during this COVID-19. Exploratory हो गया. और what is the impact of machine learning, artificial intelligence on this recruitment practices. जो artificial intelligence Google के through होता है, उसके through recruitment कैसे हो रहा है, so that you can finally slowly you can narrow down your topic. Clear? Okay, so what, अब ये तो हो गया what I ने मुझे related literature मिल गया. Now what else I want? Next, what information is paper से उससे मुझे लिखना क्या है? I must know मुझे search क्या करना है. You are studying, but the problem is you don't know what you wanted to search. Do you wanted to, like in case of that banking wala, what he wants? He wanted to search some database, some statistical database. वो database जहाँ पे banks की performance दी हो, NPA, bank deposits, saving account. So in which kind of data he is interested? Statistical database. If somebody is doing researches on impact of COVID-19 on GDP growth, so what you are looking for? Looking for some economic database where you can get 15 years GDP growth of our India. 15 सालों में GDP की growth क्या रही? And now, is there any change in the GDP growth of our country after COVID-19? So you will make a graph. आप graph बनाओगे, okay? 10 में let's say 13 थी, then 14, then 15, maybe 12, और कुछ sudden आके COVID-19 के टाइम पे 3% हो गई. Then you can say yes, there is an impact of COVID-19 or GDP growth. Positive or negative. वो आप देखोगे कि negatively relation है और क्या positive relation है. Growth GDP में, fine, clear. So you should know what kind of information you wanted to see from the review of literature or what you wanted to download. Next, before developing any topic, you should have a general idea of that topic. Like if I say COVID-19, I must know each and everything about COVID-19. I must know each and everything about this GDP. What is this GDP? How the GDP can be measured? बहुत सारे parameters हैं ना GDP को measure करने के. Similarly, recruitment. So what is this recruitment? What are the different methods of recruitment? If shopping behavior, so what is the shopping behavior? What kind of shopping behaviors have been observed by the consumer? This general overview you can refer encyclopedia. From here, you will get the general overview of the topic. Do you want current information? कैसे information? Review of literature हो गया, मुझे कर लिया, मुझे download. I see lot many papers. What paper should I download? Is it current or 10 years back? So that will give what is the length of the. If I want to do a longitudinal study, performance analysis कर रहे हैं. And just on the basis of this current year आज करी, and then I'll say नहीं बैंक की performance अच्छी नहीं है. So can we come to this conclusion just on the basis of 1 year?
No, ma'am.
We have to do 10 year or 12 year or maybe 15 year.
No, ma'am.
Right. So what you have to, see what kind of information do you need. Is it year wise? You have to limit your research. Then review of literature also. Sometimes we saw, the thesis checking के लिए आती हैं. The person is writing review of literature since 70s. Now 70, during the 70s, the area, everything was entirely different context. And now you are living in the 21st century. So context is entirely different. What is the point of quoting that literature? So what else we can do? We can limit our literature review with the year. You have to review. कि मुझे कब से कब तक है research का? Last 10 years. If you feel like last 10 year review of research will be okay, you just take out all the related topics from last 10 years and start in your thesis. Maybe GDP growth पे कर रहे हैं, maybe say कि globalization के बाद change हुआ है, so take it from 91. But there must be some, you have to always limit your research year wise. You must know मुझे किस year से किस year तक cover करना है, so that your research review should be very much updated. Clear? Next thing that you should keep in mind when you are writing your synopsis. अभी तो क्या है synopsis की बात है. We are going for synopsis. Synopsis के लिए first we need some topic. तो topic के लिए क्या करना है? We should first broaden our topic. ये कैसे decide करेंगे topic? Frame your broad topic, then narrow down as per your interest. Then this narrow down interest, search it on Google with the help of keywords, related words. Start reading that paper and then come with what suits me or what is interesting for me, where I can add something. So now you have concluded, you have come on your topic. Finally, आपका topic बन जाएगा. Now you have to write your synopsis also. So when you are writing something, you should know how in-depth your research should be. For this, when you are writing something, you must ensure on each, and here it is written one is very minimum. When you are writing something, make sure on each and every page, except abstract, there must be 10 citations. 10 citation, let's say आपने 10 पेज की synopsis बनाई, and you are citing 10 authors on 10 pages. So how much paper you have studied? 10 multiplied by 10, that is 100 paper review of literature done. And your review, your reference will show how in-depth is your research. What is the quality of your research? When you will go for synopsis approval, they will definitely ask this question: how many research paper you have consulted? How many journals you have consulted? How many databases you have consulted? Elsewhere, scopus, कौन से journals पढ़े हैं आपने? कितना number of papers को review किया? And then you come to the conclusion. आपने बोला इसमें कोई research नहीं हुई है and I wanted to pursue research. And based on 40 papers only. That means आपने बहुत सारे papers छोड़ दिए हैं. शायद वहाँ पे वो research नहीं हुई. So you have to see at least minimum 10 sources you have to use on each and every page. Right? Clear? So this will increase the in-depthness of your synopsis as well as thesis. Next, as somebody asked the question, if my thesis does not come true, तो क्या वो waste हो जाएगा या मुझे अपने hypothesis से change कर लेनी चाहिए? So you cannot change your hypothesis. One. Second, if it comes true, तो क्या problem है? There is no problem at all, because when you have to write your literature, see, do you need to consult different or conflicting point of view? For everything, there are always two sides of a coin. Positive sign or negative sign. So whenever you are writing your literature, always write both the coins. Right? That these many persons had positive impact. Yes.
मैम और कितनी देर क्लास होगी? एक्चुअली हमारी सेकंड क्लास का टाइमिंग हो रहा है और वो जस्ट 3 शार्प पर आ जाती हैं.
ये जाकर
मैम और कितनी देर क्लास होगी?
Actually, you are not audible.
हेलो.
You can write a question. I know because I won't be able to listen it.
Ma'am, she is asking that our next class is also scheduled at sharp 3. So for how long this class will continue?
Till 3 only.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. So as we need to consider both the conflicting objective, like see, you will say, okay, empirical evidence in the favor of, then empirical evidence in empirical literature in the favor of this particular topic. Empirical literature not in favor or opposition of this topic. And then you will develop your idea कि COVID-19 में बढ़ना चाहिए या नहीं बढ़ना चाहिए. So even if your hypothesis does not come true, then you can, defend yourself that your findings does not in line with these so many researchers, but my hypothesis or my results are in favor of other researchers, जो दूसरे लोग हैं जिन्होंने इसका opposition किया है. So that's how there is no problem. Clear? Hypothesis, those who ask question of hypothesis?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Okay, so here comes to, I have covered this. Yeah. Though we have covered this topic also, almost had already covered here. Effective search strategies. I had already told you how to search your study things on the Google. Always search books first. Fine. You can search the books from the Library of Congress, or maybe PDF drive is there where you can, get easy hand-free of access all the ebooks. So for when you are going for any topic, always download your research. If you wanted to be very specific, that Google make functional, I am very lucky. Use that function and download the paper. You will get whatever you want to. Second, let's say I wanted to see shopping behavior. People on the block. Then you can also visit special libraries from where you can see the books or relevant literature on your subject. Maybe. And you have to search online research databases. Not many things for articles and journals. Books ke liye to library mein and PDF drive. For journals and articles, you can visit online research databases. How many research databases are there? I know your university must have access. You must know the name of the databases also and how to download the paper, because you have to cite whenever you write your research methodology chapter, you have to mention which databases for such courses, which databases you have consulted. This Boolean कैसे search करते हैं? You search Boolean operator. Boolean operator means television and shopping. Some ad or ऐसे operator add करके you can refine your search strategy. Okay. Now got all the information. सारे paper आ गए हम लोगों के. So what to do with? Let's say you have downloaded 150 paper. So अब क्या करें? You have to evaluate that information. Whether all the 50 papers are worthful for me, or only 20 out of this 150 paper is worth for me. ये कैसे decide करेंगे? Because Google gives you everything. Google पे तो सब आ जाएगा. मेरे लिए क्या best paper है? Should I cite this paper in my synopsis or in my research paper? Does it add value something to me? मेरे लिए ये paper कोई beneficial भी है या नहीं? How will you decide? First, who is the author of the paper? One. Second, on what authority that paper, that particular author is writing. Every time if you see any researcher, always the designation of the author is there. Is it a professor, assistant professor, associate professor, industrialist, corporate, student? Who is the author of the paper? On which authority that paper, that is called credential. At which authority that particular author is writing that paper. Fine. If you are referring some paper of IIM professor, definitely that will add a quality, because that's why he is in IIM. So that will, if you are referring that paper and you are citing that paper in your review of literature, that will also improve your paper or your thesis. Next, why was that article was written? What was the purpose of that article? That means it is just merely written on the blog. इसने अपना blog पे लिख दिया है. or is published in particular journal. So why that particular article is being written, that also you should know. Second, when it was published. I said na 1970 में किसी ने एक advert publish लिखा paper, and somebody is writing that in 2021. One paper is published in BTC and another paper is published in just a local journal. So you this many papers I will review, remaining you will discard. That will not work for me. This is my last slide. Before time, somebody is worried about कि मैम 3 o'clock के पहले हो पाएगा या नहीं हो पाएगा. So I have done on my part. I just wanted to tell you about the basic research, and then since you are at the edge of finishing your research work, you will be very soon, prepare your synopsis. So what point you should keep in mind when you decide your topic? How will you decide your topic? What information you need? Then how to download that information? How to write your review of literature? That only I wanted to give you. From my side, I have done. Now you can ask your specific question. Still we have 6 minutes.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are very much audible.
Ma'am, my question is, if I download any research paper and the DOI number is not mentioned in it, then should I cite this or not?
If it is electronic paper, DOI is there. Otherwise, there is no need of DOI. It is not necessary everywhere. All the journals are not giving DOI.
Yes, ma'am, because I am going through some papers. Some papers have DOI number and some papers they don't have DOI. So I was confused.
Not necessary at all DOI number. And what necessary is that you have to only search the authenticate database. कौन से? Elsewhere, Scopus, Web of Science. When you are searching anything, go with the Scopus. Scopus database को search करो, download the paper from there.